You are welcome to today current affairs. I start with the national affairs today. The Minister of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare has allocated 2,000 crore for the 21-22 for Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, a centrally sponsored scheme. It aims at developing the horticulture sector in the 21-22. It will help in realizing the potential of the sector and also help in increasing farmers' income. Interventions by the government have helped the horticulture sector to surpass agriculture production in India. During the 1920, India recorded its highest ever horticulture production of 320 million tons from an area of 25.66 million hectares. It has been implemented since 14 to 15. The main objective is to ensure holistic growth and development of Indian horticulture sector. MIDH is under the Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Union Minister for Finance Nirmala Sitharaman has stated that the Real Estate Fund Special Window for Affordable and Mid-Income Housing Investment Fund 1 will benefit 1.16 lakh home loan borrowers whose housing projects were stalled due to funding assets. Next one is Swavit Investment Fund 1. Announced in 2019, it aims to provide last mile funding to the stressed, affordable, and middle income housing projects in India. Is a category 2 alternate investment fund. It is a INR 25,000 crore fund. Government of India holds 50% of the fund. Life Insurance Corporation of India, State Bank of India each hold 10%. The investment manager of the fund. The Environment Appraisal Committee, Infrastructure of the Ministry Environment, Forest and Climate Change has recommended Niti Ayog's project Great Nicobar Plan for grant of terms of reference for environment impact assessment studies. The grant is one of the first steps in the environmental clearance process. Earlier, EAC had flagged concerns about the Great Nicobar Plan. Proposed by Niti Ayog, it aims to promote holistic development of Greater Nicobar and is estimated to cost 75,000 crores. The proposal includes international container transshipment terminal, a greenfield international airport, a power plant, and a township complex spread over 166 square kilometers. Andaman Nicobar Island Integrated Development Corporation is the nodal agency for implementation of the plan. EAC had highlighted several missing information in the township proposal. Seismic and tsunami hazards, freshwater requirement details are missing. Details of impact on the nesting site of gained turtle are missing. Galatia Bay is the site of the proposed port. The bay is also a nesting site of the gained, the world's largest marine turtle. Now I explain international affairs. The first BRICS Employment Working Group meeting in virtual format was held on 11th 12th May 21 in Sushma Swaraj Bhavan, New Delhi. The meeting was hosted by India, which assumed the BRICS presidency in 21. The meeting was chaired by Apurva Chandra, Secretary, Labor and Empowerment. Apart from the representatives of RBI and BRICS nations, the representative of the International Labour Organization and the International Social Security Agents participated in the meeting. The number of BRICS, ILO, ISSA discussed their initiatives and best practices along with their concerns and challenges. The agenda of the discussion were promoting social security agreements among BRICS nations, participation of women in the labor force, formalization of the labor markets, and the dig and platform workers' role in the labor markets. On May 13, 21, Airtel Payment Bank is partnership with Safegold, a digital gold provider, launched a digital platform called DigiGold for its customers to make an investment in gold. Under this, Airtel Payments Bank saving account, customers are enabled to invest in 24K gold using the Airtel Thanks app. Storage: the gold purchased under the platform will be stored by SafeGold at no additional cost. Later, it could be sold through the Airtel Thanks app at any time. The Reserve Bank of India has cancelled the license of United Cooperative Bank, Bangnon, West Bengal in May 21, as the bank does not have adequate capital and earning prospects to pay its present depositors in full. The bank also does not comply with the previous provisions of Section 11 and Section 22. The following the cancellation of the license, the bank is prohibited from conducting the banking business as defined in Section 56. All the depositors of the United Cooperative Bank will receive the full amounts of their deposits from Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. After liquidation, every depositor would receive a deposit insurance claim amount of his or her deposits up to a monetary ceiling of 5 lakh from the DICGC as per the provisions of the DICGC Act 1961. RBI was established in 1935 and nationalized in 1949. The first headquarters of the RBI was located in Kolkata. The cash reserve ratio is the amount of funds that the banks have to keep with the RBI. Reverse repo rate is the rate at which the RBI borrows money from commercial banks. RBI borrows from commercial banks. Repo rate is the rate at which the RBI lends money to commercial banks. Now, economical related information I emphasize now. Epsilon Advanced Material, a subsidiary of Epsilon Carbon, signed a memorandum of understanding with PLC to set up a joint venture company in Finland. The main objective of this joint venture is to become a prominent player in the European and battery ecosystem. Now I move to awards and recognitions. On May 13, 21, Nepali mountain guide Tenji Sherpa, a 43-year-old, had created a world record by climbing 8848-meter high Mount Everest, world's highest peak, twice in the shortest span of just 4 days. Previously, Indian mountaineer Anshu Jamsenpa had held the record for fastest dual ascents on Mount Everest in 118 hours and 15 minutes in 2017, and still holds the record for fastest dual ascent on Mount Everest by a woman. On May 8th, Nepali mountain guide Kami Rita Sherpa broke his own record of the most ascents of the world's highest peak for the 25th time. Appointments and resignations. KP Sharma Oli, chairman of the Communist Party of Nepal, was reappointed as the PM of Nepal by President Bidya Devi Bhandari. KP Oli has previously served as the PM of Nepal from 15 to 16 and from 18 to 21. Sharma Oli was reappointed since the opposition parties failed to secure majority seats. In the House of Form a new government. President Devi administered the oath of office and secretary to KP Sharma Oli at the ceremony at Sital Niwas. KP Sharma has to take a vote of confidence at the House within 30 days. failing which the attempt to form a government under Article 76 will be initiated. At present, he needs 136 votes to form a majority government. The House has 275 members, of which 165 were elected from single member constituencies and 110 elected through a proportional elected system, considering the whole country has a single electoral constituency. In the lower house of the parliament, the Nepali Congress and Maoist Center have 61 and the 49 seats respectively. Janata Samajwadi Party has 32 seats in the lower house. Now I move to science and technology information. Niti Aayog has set up the COVID portal, a dedicated platform to monitor all the COVID-19 and received by the government of India. The portal will enable donors. Portal will enable donors to do end-to-end tracking till the ultimate beneficiary, to track all the relief aids coming through the missions and the individual organization. The Indian Red Cross Society is financially responsible for all the consignments of donations from foreign countries which are received through the mission. HLL Life Care Limited and Concur has been engaged to provide logistical support. Lifecare acts as the customs agent for the processing of customs and other regulatory clearances. The mission forwards the list of aid to Ministry of External Affairs, which is also shared with the Ministry of Health for allocation of aid. Kuwait is a transparent system to distribute foreign aid with a detailed SOP standard operating procedure. The SOP ensures that the states with high active cases will receive supplies on a priority basis. National Institution for Transforming India, also called Niti Aayog, was formed via a resolution of the Union Cabinet on January 1st, 2015. US Space Agency has signed an agreement with Axiom Space to send the first private astronaut mission to the International Space Station. The mission has been designated as Axiom mission. The mission will consist of a crew of 4 astronauts. They will be launched from NASA's Kennedy Space US, will carry the crew of to the ISS. The crew will stay in the ISS for a period of 8 days. The 4 crew members are Michael, other people. Sports related information. World Rugby announced that New Zealand is set to host the Women's Rugby Tournament, Rugby World Cup, from 8th October 22. The tournament was originally to be held in 21, but was officially postponed a year in March 21 due to COVID-19. The tournament has been extended from 35 to 43 days, allowing all teams a break of at least 5 days between matches. Manchester City won the 2021 Premier League by defeating Manchester United. 2021 Premier League is the 29th edition of Premier League, the top English professional league for association football clubs. It is a Manchester City's 5th Premier League title and 7th English League title. It was also the Manchester City 3rd title in the last 4 sessions. With this victory, Manchester City Football Club equaled the number of Aston Villa Football Club win was behind Manchester United Football Club, Liverpool Football Club, Arsenal Football Club. The International Tennis Integrity Agency announced that Roman Kasharvan, a tennis player who represented Kazakhstan in the Davis Cup, has been banned for 10 years after admitting to a string of corruption charges. The offenses that took place from 14 through 2018, he has been banned from attending any official tennis events and fined 1 lakh with all but $25,000 of that sum suspended. Obituary information. Eminent Assamese writer and veteran journalist Homen Borgojis has passed away at the age of 88 after suffering cardiac arrest cardiac arrest in Guwahati, Assam. He was born on December 7, 1932 in Assam. About Homian Borbohen. Homian Borbohen was awarded Sahitya Academy Award in 1978 for Assamese language for his novel Pita Putra, but he returned his award in 15 in protest against intolerance being created in the Indian society. He worked as an Assami civil service officer. He also wrote several novels, poetry, and short stories. Later, he started a career in journalism and was associated with several newspapers. And finally, he became the chief editor of Assamese daily Niyomiya Bharta. He was also the president of Assam Sahitya Sabha. His other notable literary works are Saudar Putmi and Another information, the Padma Bhushan, Hindu Jain chairperson of Times Group, passed away at the age of 84 due to COVID-19 complications in Delhi. She has been described she has been described as a philanthropist, a proponent of women's rights, and a patron of the arts. She was born on 8 September 1936 in Faizabad, British India, Uttar Pradesh. Hindu Jain became the chairman of Indian Times Group in 1999. She established the Times Foundation in 2000 with an aim to achieve sustainable development and transformational changes. The foundation manages the Times Relief Fund to provide support during natural disasters and other crises. She has served as the founder, president of FICCI Ladies Organization, established in 1983. She served as the chairperson of Bharatiya Jnanapeeth Trust, founded by Shahu Shanti Prasad Jain in 1944 to promote literature in Indian languages. She has addressed the United Nations at the Millennium World Peace Summit held in 2000. Padma Bhushan in 2016 for Trade and Industry, Lifetime Achievement Award from the Institute of Company Secretariat of India in 2019, Award for Lifetime Contribution to Media by All India Management Association 2018, Lifetime Achievement Award by the Indian Congress of Women. Next, Punjab is set to become the first Indian state to join the global COVAX COVID-19 Vaccines Global Access Alliance. Joining the alliance will help Punjab to address the anti-COVID-19 vaccine shortage to procure vaccines at the best price. The decision to join the global COVAX alliance was taken during a virtual cabinet meeting headed by Punjab Chief Minister Amarinder Singh. It is a global initiative co-led by Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, Gavi Alliance, formerly the Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization, World Health Organization, and key delivery partner UNICEF. Its main objective is to accelerate the development and manufacture of COVID-19 vaccines, guarantee fair and equitable access for every country in the world. In October 2020, WHO had stated around 180 countries had joined the COVAX program. Its aim is to deliver 2 billion doses of effective approved COVID-19 vaccines by the end of 21. The Punjab cabinet has approved the Punjab Prison Rules 21 under the Prisons Act 1894. It will replace the Punjab Jail Manual. The new rules will give emphasis on safe and secure custody of prisoners. It will also ensure welfare, corrections, aftercare, rehabilitation, social reintegration of released inmates, and education programs for prisoners. Puducherry has become Harghar Jal Union Territory by achieving the target of 100% piped water connection in rural areas under the Jal Jeevan Mission. With this, Puducherry becomes second Harghar Jal and the fourth state is UT after Goa, Telangana, Andaman Nicobar Islands to provide assured tap water supply to every rural home. Keep on Jal Jeevan Mission is a flagship program of the Union government which aims to provide tap water connection to every rural household of the country by 24. In 21-22 Union budget, 50,000 crore has been allocated for JGM. Has been allocated. It has to be noted that the state Punjab and the UTs Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman Diu have covered over 75% of rural homes with assured tap water supply. It was merged with the Indian Union on 1st November 1954. Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray introduced Mission Oxygen to combat the third wave of COVID-19. The state government is working towards increasing India's oxygen production, producing capacity to combat the third wave of the COVID-19 infection. The state government aims to ensure the production of 3,000 metric tons of oxygen per day. The cabinet of Maharashtra has sanctioned special incentives to industrial units under the Maharashtra Mission Oxygen Swavalamban. The incentives include a 150% waiver in GST in Maharashtra, in Marathwada and Vidarbha, and 100% in the rest of the state. Madhya Pradesh Medical Education Ministry Vishwas Kailash has launched the free Swastha Yojana for the corona patients in Bhopal. Under this scheme, the patients will get nutritious food free of cost in the hospital where they are admitted. This scheme has been started in 110 hospitals in Bhopal. On its success, this scheme will be started in other cities of the states as well. A helpline number of for a free healthy food service scheme will also be started soon. Will also be started soon.